There's a good number of creators that make content on a fairly regular basis for Diablo Immortal. Not like the number that we had at launch when all of the Diablo 4 creators and other action RPG creators were making content on this game thinking it was going to be insanely massive and their channels would blow up on it. They also realized the whole monetization method inside of the game and chose for themselves that they didn't want to be a part of it, so they moved on to other things. We also had content creators that stuck around in Diablo Immortal until other opportunities presented themselves, and then they decided to move on to something else. Why am I bringing all of this up today? There have recently been some videos put out regarding content creators in Diablo Immortal and talking about who's great, who's not, who does what, and who excels in what different areas. And I wanted to talk on this topic, not about ranking any creators or anything like that, but just about creators in general and kind of as a whole. Now, why do I feel that I'm probably one of the best creators to talk about this topic? Probably because I've been around for 9 years on YouTube. So in the 9 years, that's way beyond anything that we've done here on the Diablo Immortal channel. I've learned a ton about YouTube. I knew nothing when I started 9 years ago. By the way, tomorrow is my 9-year anniversary of YouTube. I knew nothing on day one. And now, well, let's just say I know a lot more. But more importantly, I've met a lot of people along the way. People that are creators like myself that do this full time and that are successful on multiple channels or even just on one. And people that want to be YouTubers but aren't willing to put in the work to do it. Literally from one level at the top tier to the people that have the dream. Something I want to say about the creators for Diablo Immortal. And there's a handful of them that I think are amazing, put out great content. And there's others that I think do okay content. And then there's ones that I don't even know of yet because I don't sit and search the internet for all of the Diablo Immortal creators. But no matter who they are, they're putting their time, their effort, not only into playing the game, but taking it to the next level to create content to try and help other people, to try and put guides together that can be useful for everyone that's playing the game. And really, that's how a lot of content creators begin. They realize, oh, people don't understand how these mechanics work inside of a game. Let me put out a video to explain it to my clan. And then that video gets 500, 1,000 views, and like, oh wow, look at that, 1,000 people saw this. Maybe I'm gonna do more. This is essentially how many people start making content, and then they just start building up a small library of how-to content that becomes useful, that people search on YouTube, and more than just their clan end up seeing it. So what I want to do first of all is give credit to all of the content creators that make content for Diablo Immortal. Everyone is out there. Now, yes, we get benefits as well, right? Like we get monetized on YouTube. If we're around long enough, we could become part of the Diablo Partner Program and, get to work with Blizzard, which is cool. But everyone there, everyone that's in the partner program at this point in time has put in enough stable, consistent work to be recognized by Blizzard. And everyone there deserves some type of an applause, whether you like their content or not, whether you think their content is good or bad, whether they're doing educational content or fun content. It really is all just a matter of taste, which brings up another whole topic here. Educational guides are not the only way to make content for any game. I know people from, let's say, the Clash of Clans world, they don't do educational stuff at all. It's all just fun or goofy related content. Stuff that you don't even need to know much about the game to do, and they're extremely successful doing that type of stuff. Content is not just around and focused around doing something that is going to teach others something about the game. That's something we often forget, especially in games like this one, right? Diablo Immortal, we could put out guides every single day, but you know what? It gets a little boring, not only for people watching, but also for the creator themselves. Like it's fun to do some personality content or content around, having fun or even just getting to know the creator for who they are and kind of building a relationship in some way. By the way, speaking of that, I'm actually going to be going live today. The update just went live inside of the game yesterday. I had my son's birthday party, so I didn't go live yesterday, but I'll be going live today at 12 p.m. Eastern time. The stream is already scheduled here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. Come on through. We'll go through the update together. We'll determine whether it's a boom or a bust, and we'll just have some fun. Looking forward to that stream. Hope to see you guys there. But I just wanted to have that discussion about content creators. It's very easy as a viewer to criticize other creators. It's very easy as a creator to criticize other creators and say, oh, that person does this poorly, and to sometimes not even like other creators because of some type of content, right? Like, that's all human nature. But you guys as viewers, you have your favorite people that you watch, that you subscribe to, and that you watch regularly. And then you have people that you avoid at all costs because you don't like their content. And then you have some in the middle where you watch some of their stuff when something is interesting to you, right? That's just what it is natural to be a viewer. But jumping back to what I was touching on before, over my years on YouTube, I've done a lot of coaching for content creators, teaching content creators how to be successful on the platform, how to use social media to basically build a career. At the end of the day, I used to be a teacher. I was a teacher for 15 years, a health and phys ed teacher. And I left that world to do content creation full time because I was being more successful doing YouTube and I had more of a passion to do YouTube. So that's why I'm here where I am. So over my I've been full time now for 5 years. I've probably been giving like some real advice, even doing like courses for people and things like that for probably 6 years now on how to be successful on YouTube. And by the way, there's definitely more than one way. There's not just one method to be successful. And out of all of that time, I've probably had 200, 300 content creators. No, I shouldn't say that. 300 people come to me for guidance, for help. And most of them, 99% of those people, never actually get to the point of being a full-time content creator. Mostly because of the excessive amount of work that goes into it and the massive amount of time that it takes to actually get to a point of success. A little point here. My first year on YouTube, I uploaded 2 videos a day every single day. So we're talking about nearly 700 videos I uploaded in 1 year on YouTube. Now, this was also 9 years ago. It was for Clash of Clans, not for Diablo Immortal. So there were a lot of different factors there. But I made $175 in my first year on YouTube. I probably would put in, basically every night, I was up from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., 4 hours every night, recording these videos and uploading these videos. And that's the amount of money that I made in my first year. Most people will not sit through that pain to try to be successful. Now, keep in mind, I was still teaching full time. I had 2 kids and a wife at that time. So most people are not going to sit through it. The reason why I was able to is, 1, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. I had a vision and a belief that I could be successful doing it. And 2, I am determined and hard-headed as hell. And if I put my mind to something, I will do it. But most people will realize, I could go get a part-time job working at fast food and make, 100, 200, 300 times more than I'm making doing this on YouTube. So I have seen very few people see success. And probably you as a viewer, you've seen people go and play content creators from all different games come and then suddenly vanish. They stop doing it because they're not getting that success, or because they just decide that it's not for them. They don't want to put out regular content and they just vanish and they stop creating. Because all content creators come to the scene. We'll use Diablo Immortal as an example, and they have a good 10 to 15 videos in mind. Oh, I could do a tier list of the best classes. I could do a beginner's guide for the best way to start in Diablo Immortal. I could do a build guide for the build that I'm currently playing. Yes, everyone can do those, but what happens when those 15 videos are done? Then what do? You need to be able to get creative on a regular basis. Now, for me, I put out videos almost every day of the week, which means every day I need to have news to talk about, an update to talk about, some type of gameplay to do inside of the game, or bring it back to a personal level to bring you some type of a personal video. This one is one of those more personal type of videos. Most people are not able to or don't want to do that. So if you see a tier list on content creators, whether you agree with it or not, based off of the rankings, it's all subjective, right? It's all based on someone's opinion. Someone could rate me as an S tier content creator, and someone can rate me as an F tier content creator. The same way as these cosmetics inside of the game. Some people love a certain cosmetic while others hate it, and that's the beauty of all of this. There are a number of content creators, and we are all different. Not one of us is the same. And you could watch the ones that you vibe with or that you enjoy or that you get the most value from yourself personally as a viewer. So I don't need to watch a tier list about content creators. I don't need to compare myself to other creators. And I actually don't think that creators should compare themselves to one another. I think that we should do what we enjoy. And at the end of the day, what I want to do on all of my YouTube channels, because I have 4 of them, is I want to do what I enjoy. I want to put out content that I enjoy making and make the face of my YouTube channel, which is basically like the whole aura of everything that I bring in my videos, something that is enjoyable for me. And if it's enjoyable for me, it's something that I can maintain. And that's the biggest key. If you can maintain consistency across your content and you don't quit, eventually you improve over time, you build a small audience and you start to grow. It's really that simple. But the reason that this whole topic came to be was just because of the tier lists and content creator discussions and things like that. I wanted to go out and give credit to all of the content creators in this Diablo Immortal niche. We're sitting with a game right here where there is no opportunity for us as content creators to blow up. This is it, man. My channel, it's old. It's been around for 5 years now. And, you know, we're just about at 50,000 subscribers. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, yeah, let's get to 50K because that's a pretty cool milestone. But we're just about at 50,000 subscribers. Let's think about our good friend Darth Microtransaction. Man, one of my favorite dudes I've ever met on YouTube. And I have met him multiple times in real life as well. Amazing dude. I love the guy. He left Diablo Immortal. He saw Diablo 4 incoming and he left. He started a new YouTube channel and blew the hell up. Congratulations to him. Most people, almost all people that left Diablo Immortal 2 years ago when Diablo 4 came out, left to play Diablo 4 and failed. And those are people that were content creators for Diablo Immortal, moved on to something else and then failed and then just kind of quit it, which is crazy. But DM saw an opportunity and he went along with it. An opportunity that would allow him to blow up, to build a channel that had a much higher ceiling than what we have right here with Diablo Immortal. None of us content creators covering Diablo Immortal are going to blow up and be the next Darth Microtransaction. Not on this game. We would have to move to something with a much higher ceiling, like Diablo 4 was for him. So for him, I know a lot of you felt abandoned because one of your favorite creators, DM, because everyone loves DM, he moved on to something different. I get it. I felt that way about other creators when I was a viewer on other games. You know, you were like, why did they go to that game? And then you kind of, you know, if you don't play that game, you kind of teeter off. You don't really watch them anymore. Well, I think it was the right choice for him. It was a life-changing choice, and it put him personally in a better spot. So every content creator, like, why do I bring up DM in this? Every content creator has their goals, has their plans, has things that they want to achieve. And we need to take a second and appreciate all of the content creators that are bringing you content for Diablo Immortal. At the end of the day, Diablo Immortal, Blizzard, NetEase, they don't pay us. There's no salary with this. There's nothing. We get cosmetics. They gift us with cosmetics, which is absolutely awesome. I would not buy these cosmetics, most likely, maybe one of them, but I would not buy the cosmetics on a regular basis. So I love that Blizzard gives them so I can feature them, I can wear them, and I can enjoy them in the game. But they don't give us a paycheck. It doesn't pay my mortgage, doesn't feed my kids, right? We're doing this because we want to give back to the community. We want to build our own little business YouTube channel off of it, and we make our money from YouTube revenue, from ads that show on videos on YouTube. And then if you get big enough, you could start getting sponsored opportunities on your videos. So this is a big shout out to all the content creators, day in, day out, putting out content for Diablo Immortal, supporting this community. I appreciate everyone here that is building Diablo Immortal to be a better game with a bigger community of people playing it. This is all positive. We're all on the same team, whether we make content you like or we don't. So with that said, I'm going to go live with it at noon. We're going to play some Diablo Immortal. We're going to bring some positivity, take a look at this update, and realize, well, is it good or does it suck? That's what we're going to do. I hope to see you guys there. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.